All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Yu Yu Hakusho, Episode 6.
Right.
Yusuke is now the spirit detective of Earth.
Indeed. He will get cool new powers that have been given to him by Koenma.
Yes.
He made them up himself, yes.
That's right.
Yes,
So,
and Botan will give you information as your missions require.
and yes, she will continue to be in that fortune teller's outfit because it's part of the program.
No. He's been recruited at this point. So at this point,
They can play with all the cards face up.
Right, exactly. And of course, he will probably have to rely on Kuwabara and hopefully as well Keiko. You know, at times.
Who knows? Maybe even his mom.
No,
That would be. I'd love to see if that happened.
See, Jacob.
Let her become part of the
In
squad.
these coming of age shonen stories, it's all about casting off from your mother.
I mean, that is important too. But
Exactly. Big deal here of note as well is that being spirit detective of Earth means that in a lot of ways he should be at that level where if there are other planetary defenders of sorts, he should get to see them or know them soon.
Sure.
Because, I mean, we've had these characters in the OP that we've seen for quite a while now.
Indeed.
But haven't met them yet.
But we did meet someone even more important last episode.
We did.
Eikichi.
Yeah.
She's a girl, and she's my cat.
She's my kitty cat, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do anything for her.
That just about ripped my heart out.
Yeah. But,
Kuwabara.
y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Great Treasure Hall of the Spirit Realm.
All right, go kid.
Oh.
That's enough. Yes, our time runs short.
Well, Caleb, you predicted the future again.
Well,
I think that's them.
I mean, would they be enemies at the beginning?
Until they fight their way to friendship.
Possibly,
Yusuke,
yeah.
Wake up. Please. Yusuke, don't leave me.
Oh. Yeah, that's got to be traumatizing a little bit.
He's just actually just asleep.
Uh-huh.
Thank goodness.
Yes, Mother, I'm alive just like yesterday.
But I had a dream you asked to go away again.
Oh,
Because of
God.
me.
Oh, God.
She's done this every morning since I came back to life.
Every morning?
Really?
Guess it beats being passed out on the floor.
Maybe have good conversation? Closure?
Yeah, but seriously, though. Hey.
Yusuke's just like,
What are you staring at me for?
Oh, no reason.
If it's about the skirt, I don't want to hear it.
she's standing up for herself a bit more.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Everyone's like, oh, he's,
It's like we've seen a ghost.
Yeah.
Wait. Watch now, everyone's gonna be like, wait, they're totes dating, right?
Guess you're right. Not much has changed.
Yeah.
Hey.
I hear you. Life's a drag.
Now, let's fight.
You'll be in Ghostland soon. After I put you there myself. Shouldn't you be thanking him for rescuing your kitten?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank him as soon as I'm finished beating him up.
Right.
Jeez, guys.
Not much.
Jeez,
has changed at
guys.
all.
He's like a cockroach. One day, I'll squash him.
Oh, God. All right.
I just wanted to cheer you up a little, so I brought you a super wonderful present from Mr. Koenma.
Magic item.
Something up the sleeve and ta-da! Detective
So
item
nice.
1. Isn't it great? Look through it and you can see through walls, clothes, well, anything really.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Use it wisely.
She was ready for that one.
Questions. One, are you sure you're the Grim Reaper? And two, did I agree to this spirit detective thing?
Using detective items will take spirit energy, so you'll have to master them one by one until
Okay.
you give up. Now sleep tight.
She turns around. He immediately just...
All right, Botan, you're the boss.
Lose your medicine?
No,
The
Doofus,
pen.
my lucky golden dragon pin. I had it before
Oh.
gym class, and now it's gone.
The
Teacher stole it.
The teacher stole it and is gonna
Gonna
frame
plant
him.
it.
Yep.
And I
Yeah.
can't find my key ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I'm here.
All in his desk.
What's this racket about?
Get off
And then he comes in time to investigate.
Don't cry.
Whoa!
What the f...
I trust you found evidence before punishing?
Yes, all the evidence I need, Mr. Takanaka. There was no trouble at school when he was gone, and the minute he's back, look what we have. This poisonous weed.
Clearly you didn't graduate high school. There's a difference between correlation and causation.
This trick from his tramp mother.
But I won't let you lie about my mother, too!
Hey, Yusuke!
Wait, what?
Have I got a big case for you? 3 criminals have stolen the great artifacts of darkness from my father's vault, made slush out of the guards, and escaped to the living world!
Can't you see I'm busy with
Did he just freeze up time?
I don't believe it.
Wow.
Do your thing!
Hey, what are you...
Ta-da!
An explanation, Mr. Iwamoto?
Objection!
Well, come on, isn't it obvious?
He really tried to set me up.
Yeah.
You've been freed from the charge, now go to work!
Let's
Chop, chop, we're on the clock!
But before that, he pays.
I mean,
can't
he
just
did
let
punch
it
him
go
first.
Like that.
Then attack him invisibly.
Give me a break. Do I look invisible?
It's one of your new abilities. Try to take control of your spirit energy and then gather as much as you can into your right index finger.
Is this the beginning of the spirit gun?
Uh-huh.
Good. Now all you have to do is aim and shoot. Imagine the trigger in your mind and then pull it tight.
Holy
Wow!
crap, dude!
He knocked him flat!
A human being, as I've explained before, emits both body and spirit.
Koenma's enabling this.
Yeah, I love it.
Energy and can channel it into your finger, hence the spirit gun. You can only use it once a day.
Oh. Well, okay.
Alright.
You brought me back to life, right? Well, I'm guessing I can do something useful to earn my keep.
Okay.
It's in your hands, Yusuke.
Okay, but like, did they all come to Japan? Like,
Maybe.
or you need to go to like Norway,
Hitch a ride with Botan.
South Africa, and like Kazakhstan or something, you know? Like,
Some help he was. We think they're somewhere in Uptown, he says.
I love it. Oh.
well,
Hello. That feels a little awkward.
oh shit, that's
All right.
The Orb of Boss can capture living souls, especially those of children.
So follow it then.
yep. Oh,
Okay.
that's
Monster.
BB.
There it is.
Okay,
All right.
that's one of them.
Thingy.
You
He's a
don't have your
big
spirit
guy,
gun though right
you
now,
don't
and
have your shot.
Hey, kid, you got some cash for me?
Sorry, Minor League. I don't have time.
minor league.
That's the wrong answer.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Don't say I didn't give you guys fair warning.
Okay, element of surprise.
All right.
But there's a lot of them, dude.
His name's
Oh,
Kurama.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we know.
Uh-huh.
He's avoided all of our files. EA is another mystery case. No criminal record, origin
Cool.
unknown, though informants all describe him as a real cutthroat.
You must be out of your mind.
Botan,
Well, yes. Did you think I wouldn't when you sent my best project to a pack of wolves? All 3 of these criminals are pushing out tremendous amounts of energy.
but with this new case, I had no choice.
My hands are tied.
Give him the case, but at least let me train him for a while first.
The crooks aren't the problem. In a week, my father comes back from vacation.
Yes! Yes! I love it! That's amazing.
The one thing he always tells me is to protect the king's vault, but I didn't think someone would actually break in.
Will you be scolded really badly, do you think?
Scolded?
Yeah.
I'm afraid ours will be a minor issue. If Dad gets angry, the whole world will suffer.
Can't you just explain it?
You know how my dad can get. Everything's fire and brimstone with him.
What? Okay.
He might sink an entire continent to get those 3 artifacts back.
I love it.
And that's why he only has a week to return those artifacts.
Oh my gosh.
He's got to for the sake of his planet.
It's not even
He must
necessary.
defeat those criminals, even at the cost of his
My
own
dad's on
Wow.
vacation.
Yeah.
I'll go back to the living world and help him as much as I can.
The artifacts are dangerous, but the main thing is how pissed someone will be if they're not recovered.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Wow. I love it so much.
That is such a silly,
This stupid rain's gonna
awesomely
wash away his
funny
tracks.
reason.
You can follow the spirit energy though, right? Oh. Oh, okay. I think he might be in that direction.
Tracking is no longer necessary.
Sorry, I must withdraw from this alliance.
What? What is that supposed to mean? Surely you're not dropping out of the game when we've come this far.
I have a date.
Yes.
You coward! Your years of hiding yourself in this human world have made you just like them, spineless and ready to be walked on.
I don't give a flip if he leaves, but he's got no right to the lead. Give us the pretty little mirror.
I can't. I have great need for it myself first.
Then I'll punch it out of you!
Excuse me, neighbors. Couldn't help but notice there's no rain falling here.
Should have waited just a bit longer.
If you guys go stealing some magic toys, you should hide where it's not so obviously sunny. The name's Yusuke. I'm a spirit detective.
Spirit detective.
They're like, the what?
Don't worry, he's just one of Koenma's fools.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Yeah.
He just leaves.
Walks away. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have time to be arrested.
I totally recognize his voice.
Stop, Kurama! You can't just walk out on our plan!
I like his voice. Oh, shoot.
Oh, he's gonna eat the kid's soul.
Very useful. I never have to cook anymore. Pulls them from the body still alive, so all you get is good, clean soul.
Is that
Wow.
the little kid?
They're the best.
Oh,
Monster!
okay. All right.
Oh, we can actually deal some damage here.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how he'd fare against someone with spirit powers, but...
2 more to go.
And grabs his leg.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
Did he teleport or something?
For a human, you're pretty decent.
What's your problem? Get back on the ground. I hit you too hard for you to be on your feet.
He's got transform.
All right. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, good luck.
These dark, primitive beasts feed on living souls, ripping the victims apart and devouring them while they're still alive.
I think I'm in trouble.
At least it's not Nosferatu Zod or anything, you know?
Next time I see Koenma, I have got to remember to ask him how to fight monsters.
For real.
Photon, we could use a flying broom right about now. This is not good.
That's right, the spirit gun thing.
Can't you only
Once
use
a
it once per
day?
day?
Hey, it's not working.
You can only
Every guy has this problem once in a while, you know?
Yeah. 1 in 5.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the best spices for a soul are?
Paprika. And saffron.
Some fear and a dash of pain.
I'm really gonna die. Again.
Oh my god.
Oh, is this the replacement animation?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah, it's
was,
Mob Psycho. Yeah.
That
Okay.
was something.
That was very cheesy. Loved it, though. Lots of fun. All right, so Kurama and Hiei. It's like Hiei.
Gotcha.
It's like Hiei. Hiei, I think would it be what it should be.
And I loved Kuwabara being like, yeah, I'm gonna thank him after I beat him.
Yeah.
And then even his mom being like, no, I saw you sleeping, but I've been having dreams ever since that you just decided you wanted to go back.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Well.
All right.
Oh,
3
wow.
characters in one.
Yep.
And we can guess which of the 2 are the most important because they're in the OP.
And they're in the OP, and they're the same age as the main character, roughly. So, yeah.
But I mean, theoretically, one of them could be an immortal being from another, planet. Or
and Goki
whatever.
could have just been... No. Well, yeah.
The point is
Who knows?
that they've been introduced. They each have very distinct personalities here. Kurama seems to be a much more passive,
Indeed.
patient.
I am very curious where he had to be. Or, I mean, it could have just been that he's just like, no, I don't need to be here, so I won't be. But, yeah.
Yes.
I'm excited to see more of them. The voices are cool.
Hiei, in particular, seems the most, impulsive, quick to anger, agitated...
Yeah.
And such, and yet he didn't...
Overly serious,
right,
probably.
but he also didn't directly attack Yusuke. He
didn't.
immediately booked out.
That's true. Now...
Whereas Goki was like, no, we'll fight.
Right, because he
We'll fight.
likes devouring souls and things. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, Yusuke has used up his spirit gun, which he now has. But Koenma also suggested... So, the MVP of this episode, and I know you're going to be shocked to hear me say this, as much as I love Kuwabara,
Right.
the MVP this episode was Koenma.
Koenma, yep.
He was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like,
Froze time.
Froze time.
Stopped basically everything to be like, hey, I need your help. Please help me with this impossible task.
Exactly.
Because I screwed up.
right. And also, he saved the whole situation so that way Yusuke didn't have to put up with all the bullshit that was happening.
True.
Teacher straight up just punched him.
him.
Like, okay.
Decked him in the face.
Fine. Yeah. And then, but then Koenma's like, you could always just hit him invisibly. And Yusuke's like, hold on. What? He's like,
yes, just shoot him with your spirit gun.
Just shoot him with your spirit gun. It's one of the powers I gave you. I think about these things. Now, you can only use it once per day right now because you haven't worked your spirit muscles. But he just encourages him to do that. And he's just like, right over Takanaka's shoulder.
Missiles at him.
Exactly.
You won't miss. You'll do only 1d4 of force damage.
They'll have no idea you did anything, but, let's chop, get through this.
He's an adult human. It won't kill him. But it will smart for the next, 2 weeks,
Could have busted his nose on the floor.
Yeah, could have seriously hurt him.
He actually knocked him flat on his face.
I am going to cry no tears for this guy. He's an absolute asshole.
Yes.
But the idea that, Koenma is a higher dimensional being who comes in and is just like, oh, I don't care about human lives. No.
Your business is your business, and my business is my business, which means it's your business.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can just do this if you want. In fact, I'll encourage it.
Yep.
But I'm also going to send you on this very dangerous task where that spirit gun might have been actually really useful. But, big brain here. What if he was actually saving him and he's being like, I'm going to make him spend all of his spirit energy so that when he goes in to fight them, they'll be like, he's so weak. I don't need to take him seriously.
Sure.
But he's actually really strong.
He's just tired at the moment.
He's just used up all of his magical spell slots,
Exactly.
So, in this case, Yusuke's going to fight Goki.
Right.
Goki does a full-on Zod-style transformation right in front of him, which is okay.
All right. Yeah.
Sure. Good luck here.
I was just happy when Yusuke was able to actually take the adults because we know that he can take out, people his age, no problem.
Right.
Sure. Awesome.
Yeah.
But I was like, these dudes actually might potentially be a problem. Thankfully they weren't, but now he's one-on-one with the demon monster thing.
Yeah, the one who's probably not going to treat him like he's a kid and be like, no, I'll fight you seriously. In fact, I will kill you if you're not careful here.
What do you mean? He is treating him like a kid because that's how he treats kids. He was literally about to eat the kid's soul. Like he did.
True.
And Yusuke managed to get him to spit it out. But okay.
Yeah, so let's go over these artifacts here. We've got a sword that when it cuts things, it creates monsters out of the things that it cuts.
Yep.
Very iconic kind of style.
Awesome. Yeah.
I like it. Then we've got a green orb that, when utilized in a specific way, can harvest, soul directly from humans, and particularly it seeks out children's souls.
Right.
Probably because something about the soul being less formed or something like that.
Yeah.
But then the other thing is some kind of a mirror that interacts specifically with the full moon. So it's some kind of ritual item.
And they were going to use it to help them control the demons. That was one of the things that I really liked that very much felt Togashi, was how these weren't just random artifacts where it's just like they went into the vault and they grabbed just everything that was there.
Oh no, powerful rocks that glow a color.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And who knows, maybe those were the only 3 artifacts that were there, but they also work in conjunction with each other. So with this group of 3 antagonists, but then also the fact that they have the 3 relics, they each can want them for potentially different things, but if they have them together, then they get even worse. Right. Awesome. Yeah. But apparently, Kurama has a particular use for the mirror.
And was like, and we've got it. We're free.
Yep.
Bye. I don't like this alliance anymore.
Like,
I'm out.
Yusuke, if you had been just like 10 seconds later, you probably would have had a much easier job because they would have started beating the shit out of each other, and then you could just be like, oh, well, I'll just sit down, wait for my spirit gun to, you know, hopefully charge up some more and handle whoever was left at the end.
Yeah. One of the things that's kind of exciting about them being, well, you know, us being aware that they're eventually going to end up in the squad.
Oh, yeah, the Nakama power will not be denied.
Right. So the question is, with what they're doing here, why are they doing it?
Right.
In such a way that they will end up being friends with Yusuke.
Well, Kurama has a reason that he is not sharing with the rest of them.
Kurama's easy then, but what about Hiei?
Right. Hiei, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have some kind of like deeply personal sort of like hot-headed emotional reason for it that could maybe then be how he gets like addressed. Like I feel like Hiei would be the most like we beat the shit out of each other and then become best friends kind of a character of all of them, where like that's how he can get at the root cause of whatever he's dealing with. Whereas with Kurama, it might just be something of like, oh, hey, you have a use for that, but we need it back when you're done, kind of a thing. You know? But I don't know.
But Botan's on her way to provide support because she's like, this is really bad. But I just loved Koenma just freaking out, like, it's not really the problem about the artifacts. I mean, they're just a bunch of, they're just a bunch of idiots. It's not like they can do that much with it. But it's the fact that my dad's coming back on vacation,
and he told me to watch over things, and I didn't expect anyone to actually break into the vault. You know, like it's. Oh man, I love it. It's the perfect like juxtaposition of yes, you have this godlike being and stuff, and yet they're a little kid. But why stop with just the design, right? Let's bring this into the story. No, they're a little kid, and their dad's on a vacation, and things just got screwed up. And now they're like, well, I don't want to... Ooh, we might have a bad scolding, you know, to say nothing of what would happen to the mortal world, you know.
Right. The emotions, it seemed, of Yama are such that based on how he reacts, even if it's not with his intent, it will cause chaos in the earth. But then there's also the direct thing of where he's like, no, he could upend a continent just because he's looking for the artifacts.
Right. It's all fire and brimstone with him. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So this is the kind of, I would say, style of conflict that they can have in the story, is that there's stuff that happens in the spirit world, and as chaos happens in the spirit world, so it is in the physical world as well.
Sure.
Therefore, you have to have the guy who stands in the middle and basically
plays intermediary,
which then fits rather well for Yusuke in that he'll kind of be an avatar of sorts, even.
Right. Well, even in the school, if you think about it, he is kind of the one that is the foot in both worlds, right? Because, yes, I mean, he's the main character, he's the perspective character. But if anybody were to hopefully get this situation eventually patched up, well, actually, that might be Keiko. But between like
regards to what?
Between like the teachers in the school and all of that stuff, and then all of the delinquents and stuff, the Kuwabaras and things like that, who have their own stories, conflicts, struggles, and whatnot. But there's not going to be a happy ending unless something changes. So
get rid of the bad teachers.
Yeah, for one. Like I don't know. Maybe that's just something where it's, you know, with an older show, older school practices and things like that. Because I know that they're, you know, like teachers just straight up hitting students and stuff. That was like pretty common back in the day. But like,
it's still a bit unrealistic, I would say, just because it was a full-on punch, not
not hitting them with a ruler or something. Yeah, but
who knows? The big aspect of having now the spirit world being like brought in to address the scales of like, oh, this means the world is in jeopardy, means that this also as a threat could be the tie-in towards grander conflicts as a whole.
Sure.
In that you have the, you're going to go on a little spirit detective quest.
Get the doohickeys
But
back.
then that leads to you learning about this, which connects to this, which connects to this, which connects to this. And then it spirals out of control. And then we've got a grand kind of story narrative conflict with, you know, full-on antagonists that are, you know, permanent of some kind, and then larger motivations, and then Yusuke having to learn more about how the world of the spirits and all that works. The idea also that they talk a lot about humans and stuff like that, I want to know what then Kurama and Hiei are. Because they're apparently not human. So are they similar then to Goki? Because Goki might be the only one of them that actually has that type of transformation.
Sure, yeah.
And that's just his true form.
Uh-huh.
But the other ones, they might have a completely different thing.
And because there was very little said about them other than that, like, this is who they are. You know, it wasn't like, here's their past deeds, you know, murder is a play and all that stuff.
Yeah, they're random wild cards, whereas Goki is well known.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. So
that was rather interesting.
Now, what direction do you think they're going to take with that? Because, like, I don't know. Like, when I look at the characters and their designs, it makes me think certain things as far as, like, my general impression, you know?
Sure. Like what?
Well, like, I get the feeling that, like, Kurama's going to have a very noble set of intentions. Like underneath the surface, you know, when you finally get past the thorns, so to speak. And then for Hiei, that maybe it's like that he has been wronged in some way, or like he feels very much like something happened and now I'm on a quest to set things right, to get justice done or vengeance, or, you know, or something like that.
Yeah, that definitely does seem how it is for Hiei. With Kurama, I feel like with him, it's a little bit selfish in that it's not that it's noble and that it's being done for someone else. It's noble in that it's being done for himself so that he can then be able to do something for someone else. But, like...
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like with him, the fact that he lied to them apparently about being up for some kind of alliance and stuff, but then just also walking away without a fight.
Yeah.
Except that maybe Hiei went after him
to fight and get the thing back. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is also a great reasoning within the story of why Yusuke would only have to fight Goki.
Only the one.
Yeah, because if you know, he comes up and he says, "I'm your enemy," right?
Right.
You would normally think that would mean, well, at the very least, you would have the other two just sort of watching it happen, or one of them watching it happen. But no, Kurama actually has something that they need to make sure they have, right? It's integral to the plan, and he left immediately. And that is a shtick for the character of him just being like, "Nah, I don't need to deal with this. Nah, you know, like, I'm all for that." Like the way it's so, like, calm and even in how he delivers it adds to the comedy. Like, I'm not sure how to put that into words, but yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what gives him that air of confidence.
Sure.
Specifically. But, yeah. Y'all, all right. We've got our conflict here. We've got a fight with Goki and Yusuke.
He's out of ammo.
Good luck, and hope that Botan gets there in time to whisk you
paddle
away.
A fool. Yeah.
You still got a week.
That's true.
But,
charge back up.
I mean, right
2 shots
now,
per.
It doesn't really look like a shot at all is going to do anything to this guy, especially
even
when
if you
transformed
could do
like
it.
This.
Yeah.
So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
Yes, we stream every weekday. The info's in the description down below.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.